Your cat just licked your hand, then bit you, and you pulled away thinking, what was that about? Here's what nobody tells you. That moment wasn't random. It wasn't aggression, and it definitely wasn't your cat being weird. You've been misreading it your entire life. Most people assume the bite means stop, that the licking was fine and then something flipped. But the licking and the bite aren't opposites. They're the same sentence. There's a specific threshold your cat is tracking every single time this happens. We'll get to exactly what it is, but here's the first piece. This behavior has a name, grooming, and your cat doesn't do it with just anyone. A 2019 study from the University of Lincoln found that grooming in cats occurs almost exclusively between individuals who share a genuine social bond. Not proximity, not habit, bond. Your cat isn't grooming you because you're there. They're grooming you because you're chosen. And by the time we reach point 6, you'll understand why the cats who bite the most are often the ones who love the most. Watch two cats groom each other sometime. Really watch. One of them always starts. One leans in first, and it's almost never the more dominant cat. In feral colony studies, the cat who initiates grooming is consistently the one who has taken on a caretaker role toward the other. Not the boss, the protector, the one who's decided this other creature is their responsibility. That's the cat doing the licking. So when your cat walks over and starts grooming you, they're not being submissive, they're not bored. They've made a decision about you. They've looked at you and thought, this one needs looking after. A friend once told me her cat only ever groomed her husband. Never her, never the kids. Just him. She thought it meant the cat liked him more. It didn't. It meant the cat had decided he was the one who needed it most. Cats don't groom randomly. They groom deliberately. Not because you're beneath them, not because you're above them, because you're theirs. And they've quietly appointed themselves responsible for you. That's not a small thing. Your cat doesn't lick you because of salt, not lotion, not taste. The real trigger is scent disruption. When your scent changes, after washing your hands, after coming home, after touching another animal, your cat notices, and they move to fix it. Research on feline scent recognition shows cats can detect stress-related chemical changes in human skin. They're not responding to how you smell to you, they're responding to how you smell to them. And when that changes, something in them says, that's not quite right. So they groom you back to the version of you they recognize. Tonight, try this. Notice exactly when your cat starts licking you. Was it right after you washed your hands? After you walked in from outside? After you pet a dog? The timing will tell you everything. They're not cleaning you. They're finding you again. And no, this has nothing to do with food. If this is already changing how you see your cat, hit subscribe. Every video on this channel is built around moments exactly like this one, the ones hiding in plain sight. The tension is rising. Where are you watching from? Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. The threshold is coming. Point 4, and it explains everything. Remember that threshold I mentioned at the start? Here it is. Cats have a neurological ceiling on tactile stimulation. During grooming, their sensory system can only process so much input before it flips, from pleasure to overload. It's not a mood change, it's a circuit breaker. Researchers found the average cat's tolerance window during grooming runs between 40 and 90 seconds before a redirect behavior occurs. 40 seconds. That's not long. And when the ceiling hits, the bite is what happens next. Not aggression. A reset. A woman named Sarah figured this out after years of getting bitten by her cat, Miso. She started watching for the signs. A slight pause in the licking rhythm. A tail that went still before it flicked. She learned to pull her hand back just before the bite. Miso would look up, blink slowly, then start again. The bite was never the end, it was a comma. And hey, if this is shifting how you see your cat right now, hit like and subscribe. That's how these videos reach more people who actually want to understand what's happening between them and their cat. Because point 5 is where it gets personal. The cats who bite most during grooming are often the most attached, not the most aggressive, the most bonded. Here's why. Cats with deeper attachment engage in longer, more intense grooming sessions. Longer sessions mean they hit that sensory ceiling more often. More ceiling hits mean more bites. The math is uncomfortable, but it's real. A 2021 behavioral study found that cats rated highest on attachment scales initiated grooming contact 3 times more frequently than low attachment cats. 3 times. And they redirected, bit, proportionally more too. So if your cat bites you regularly, They're not ambivalent. They're deeply invested. Now try this. Next time your cat bites during grooming, don't pull away and end the session. Just pause. Stay still. Watch what happens in the next 30 seconds. Do they walk away or do they stay close? Maybe start grooming again almost immediately. If they stay, that's your answer. The bite wasn't rejection. It was a breath between sentences. They don't know the word for what they feel, but they know the feeling, and they know it's you. The proof of that is coming. Point 6, and it's the part that changes everything. When bonded cats are separated, the grooming behavior doesn't transfer. Not easily, not quickly, sometimes not at all. Researchers observing feral colony disruptions found that cats who had been primary grooming partners showed almost no allogrooming behavior toward new cats for weeks, sometimes months. The behavior isn't general, it's specific, it's directed, it belongs to one animal. And here's the part that stays with you. There was a cat named Theo. His bonded companion died. For 4 months, Theo didn't groom anyone. Not the other cats in the house, not his owner. He'd sit close, he'd sleep nearby, but the grooming stopped completely. Then one evening, around month 5, he climbed into his owner's lap and started licking her hand. She said she cried and didn't fully know why. She knew why. When your cat grooms you, licks you, hits that ceiling, bites you, and comes back, they are running the same neurological program they would run for the one animal they chose above all others, except they've mapped it onto you. Not habit, not instinct misfiring, a decision. You're not a substitute. You're not a stand-in. You're the one they picked. In the seconds before the bite, your cat shows signals you almost certainly miss. A fractional pause in the licking rhythm, a subtle tension through the jaw, a tail that goes quiet before it moves. These microsignals exist in the same behavioral family as the signals cats display before they groom a kitten for the very last time, just before the kitten becomes independent and the grooming relationship changes forever. Ethologists who study maternal feline behavior documented this in 2020. The pre-separation grooming session is longer, slower, and more deliberate than any that came before, as if the cat knows, as if something in them is marking the moment. Your cat doesn't know it's doing the same thing with you, but the body does. In those few seconds before the bite, in that pause, that held breath, something ancient is running. Not aggression, not frustration, something closer to tenderness that has no other way out. The grooming was the whole sentence. The bite was just the period. You'll probably never catch that moment in real time. It's too small, too fast. It lives in the space between one thing and the next. But it's there. Every time. It's not for you to see.